We're on time and we're here to defend. Let's see. Welcome to another Guild Wars 2 stream. I've joined a commander tag in the Silver Wastes, and I'm helping them with map meta. I don't do this one a lot, so I'm kind of just like here for it, trying to follow instructions the best I can. Not necessarily understanding everything, but trying for most. Can I hit that? No. Well, it looks like the fire bridge did go down this. It did go down the wall. It just goes down the wall at an angle, and the wall is breached. Ooh, this could be bad. Well, the power of Kandi protects, and fire burns. Kill it with fire. They broke both sets of walls and busted down one of the doors. Not the best time. They really want this area back, but I'm not going to let them have it. Let's see. Oddly enough, or nicely enough, our commander is streaming as well, so shout out to our commander. Let's see. Yep, shout out to Koala Bebop, our commander, who is running us through this today. Because I don't do this often, so I'm glad I was able to find someone who knows. And not only someone who knows, but we've got a good, solid squad here, as far as I can tell. I mean, we've got 4 out of 4 forts. So if we can just hold the forts, and the rest, I guess, focus on the supply. Oh, I got knocked over by a Terragriff. How about no? Alright. We've successfully defended this fort. Oh. Huh. Well, I guess we're jumping. Probably wasn't my best idea to jump in here solo, but here I am. A gas bubble? What do gas bubble? You know what? I'm not sure I want to know what the gas bubble does. There's 2 champions here. And they just kind of tear through us, huh? Champion Troll, Champion Husk have been defeated. Alright, well then I guess I got into a gas bubble, huh? Yeah, I probably got into that gas bubble. I could stand over here. Are those gas bubbles supposed to help us slow these things? As I said, I do not do this a lot, so I have no idea what's happening. All I know is that I am here, I will help the commander, and I must kill. That's about all I know. Yeah, because my Defiance Break ability did not do any Defiance Break. In fact, I'm losing a decent amount of HP. That hurts. I don't want to lose HP. HP loss is bad. Literally bad for my health. Burn it, kill it with fire. Cool. I imagine each champion is their own reward. Ooh, we got the choppers going to the jungle. Nice. We did some decent damage there. I'm actually, okay, so for those of you who have followed me for a bit, normally I'm playing a power DPS build. I'm trying Condi DPS, and I'm very, very satisfied with how it's been going so far for roughly the past day or two. Well, not really. Today is day 2. See, the commander is up here, so I'm going to try and follow the commander. And I don't think I've seen the commander talk at all, so it's all been game messages. Ah, the Mordrum Wolves are here. We love those. It's like, I will drop all the things. Yay, I'm no longer crippled. There's the commander. It's a Choya skin. Congratulations. I don't know what being up there does, if it grants any kind of tactical advantage or not, but I should be able to at least, yeah. Up here with a Springer. But yeah, I have no idea. What does it do? I don't know. Also, different build, different look. This is what we're rocking today for the look. No fancy looking back item yet, though. In fact, I think the back item I do have, I'm going to hide the bow real quick, is a bunch of ice brood horns. So I'll have to work on finding the backpack or back item that, you know, really helps this build flow. As I mean, you know, the initial fashion, I like it a lot. It looks great. It feels fun to play. I have a great time. Like this Mordrum Wolf will not escape. It's trying though. Oh, here we are. I like how my damage is increasing. I think that Mordrum Wolf that was burning is despawned. As unfortunate as that is. I don't think we can damage that vine wall. I'm pretty sure it's the choppers that have to damage the vine wall. Oh, but I can help kill this. Chest train after the night tag down. Feel free to ask and I will make lieutenant. I don't know enough about where I am or what I'm doing to be put in charge. So I'm not going to ask for that. All I know is that I'm helping. So we'll have to find another squad doing something else. Maybe there's going to be a boss train. I always love a good boss train. Whoops. Boss trains are good. We like the boss train. Ah, we need the signal fire for this light? Confused. Just about when I think I know what I'm doing. Do these mortar build sites do anything? Is there supply around here? You know what? I don't have an answer. Because I don't know. I am happy though to absolutely help murder. Ah, okay, cool. Here's the siege. Bad route. Oh, nice. You can do it, siege carrier. Or at least I'm really hoping that you can. Yeah, this lane is almost open. What about now? Can we hit it now? It doesn't. No, it doesn't seem that we can hit it. Only vulnerable to siege carrier damage. Well, hot darn. Alright. What to do now? Because I guess we need a third siege carrier to come in. Yeah, I'm imagining it just like takes 3 hits to open. And we're just missing the third hit. Oh well. I guess it also helps if we kill the enemies with the arboreal siege carrier is losing health. Well, where is it? And why can I not defend it? Or did it spawn us a fresh one? Oh. It's probably down here getting absolutely murdered by all the Mordrim. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Oh yeah. That's pain. That's painful. Oh, we need to get up. Murder. Murder. Death. Murder and death. Help do a murder. Oh, we're not gonna have it killed in time, are we? Yeah, it's a champion. That's gonna be rough. We did! Oh my goodness, we did. You don't have any siege carrier ammunition. You're a tree. What ammunition could you possibly be carrying? You know what? I don't know. But we're here. And we're helping. Oh, the tree's leaving without us. All that bleed, all that fire. Like the damage we do is kind of like a damage over time effect to the nth degree. Yay, we did it! We're here to help. Immediately gets blasted by a laser for like 25% of my HP. Ew, that hurted. Hey now, you can't run from me. It's not how this works. They might try to tell you that's how this works, but that's not how this works. We did it! Oof. That flower ain't growing back. Hey, look at that. I got some achievements here. I just completed Return to Silver Waste. Is that what I did? Well, I suppose if that's what I did. Without even meaning to, honestly. Yeah, sure enough. Packed fleet weapon cache. Alright. Ooh, a coat box. I have that skin unlocked. That skin's locked. Okay, so we're gonna unlock the medium skin even though we can't wear it. Open those. Open these. Get all the materials. Every last one of them. There's an unclaimed hero point. Aw. Search his bag for clues. I don't see an option. Tracked. Yeah, I'm not seeing an option. Just yeah, it might be a little bit over my head, so I'm gonna keep walking. Oh, maybe he had this mysterious elixir. Derp. Well, I don't think this squad has any more to do, because I think that was the meta. Yeah. The hidden depths, to the hidden depths I've withdrawn. Well, I don't think any, oh, nope, there's the commander. Rah! I'm here for the last 5% of the health bar. Hey, I got a spirit shard too. A script burglar? You won't be getting very far. You picked the wrong group, dude. I've been turned into a chicken. What? What? Bad script. How dare you turn me into a chicken? Alright, well here we are with more loot and things. Well, our master or unidentified gear has filled up, so we're gonna drop 100 of that. We'll just slowly build. A slow burn. Commander is still here. Amazing. Where did we go? What do we do? Well, there's only one way to find out. Drake scale. And we take the Drake scale. And I bet we throw it at something. What do we throw the Drake scale at? Do I throw it at this? Alright, so there's a special marker here. You have discovered a chest. The more I follow, the less I understand. But we're here for it. Is this what I get for not having my coffee today? Oh, we're back at Camp Resolve. You know what? I'm going to take a short reprieve here to go through some of my loot bags. That's a lot of loot. That's a salvage item. Gonna get those globs of ectoplasm one way or another. Determined. At least somewhat determined. And then these rare pieces of gear. I still need more globs of ectoplasm. I'm used to having like 100 plus globs of ectoplasm. So I need more. Wow, that was actually very profitable right there. I'm not used to it being that good. Let's see. The Packed Fleet Longbow. You know what? That looks cool. It's very shiny. We'll take it. We've unlocked the skin, and we will use it, and it will apply. Nice. We got a new longbow skin. All right. Aw, someone's offering dye to a good home. That's very sweet of them. I have that dye. Yep. I'm sure somebody will make good use of it. Oh, they're marking the lost bandit chests. Got it. Well, that's nice of them. I'm really glad that my war claw is helping me catch up. But yeah, I'm liking the contrast there. Like, oh yes, the longbow. It's very pretty. It's got the blue-green going on, and it has the shimmers of the darker of the red and purple up top. Very pretty. That's mithril ore. But that's also a lost bandit chest. We like those. You know what? I could probably use a little bit of extra mithril ore. I won't lie. Craft it all up into ingots. Ah, we're here at the bandit camp. To find another lost bandit chest. Okay, so that does still very much look like fire. I need a tarnished key to open this chest. Well, I guess I don't have a tarnished key. I know I've got 8 bandit keys, but no tarnished keys. Hero of the Waste, Terragriff tuning, Perseverance. We like this. Ah, I see. I got Dragonite ore. Nice. We'll try to keep up with our commander here. Sometimes it's really hard for me to keep up with people, but this time I'm not having all that much trouble, and I am not going to complain. Embroidered coin purses and piles of sand. Let's see. Do I have a growing list of? Oh, I do. Okay. Wow. 12 piles of coarse sand. Well, looks good to me. Another lost bandit chest. Ooh, a bandit longbow that has a locked skin. Gonna preview it. Look at it. It's very spiky. It's very pretty, and I want the skin. Another glob of ectoplasm for my collection. You'd think it's a lightsaber by how I talk about it, but not quite. I don't have that Vista yet. Well, I do now. 7 out of 7 Vistas. A hero point? Sure. Carefully pick a fruit, and I imagine I have to eat the fruit. Amazing. 5 out of 6 hero points. Progress is being made here. We like that. Nope. We do a hop, a skip, and a jump. Is that a merchant? It is a researcher and a merchant. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's light, or it's not light, it's medium armor anyways. I'm not looking for medium gear. Quickly! Oh, there's a point of interest underground that I'm gonna have to find at some point. We're missing 2 points of interest, 1 hero point. This chest is floating. All the rewards. I have stunned myself. Probably not the best look, but it worked. Dum, dum. Oh, looks like I've used all my bandit keys. Ah, well. Oh. Oh, you use it to find in the chest, do you? Well, that makes sense. Let's see, which hero point do I not have? The one all the way up at the top. Currently in combat because I'm running into a rock. That does feel like something I would do. All right. So we need to go up. Well, we're doing a decent job going up. See, the other point of interest that I don't have is this way. I think we will go over here. Oh, look at that. The game even lets us do a fly. Another thing that I did, for what I can only imagine would be described as being off camera, is finished the collection for the sky scale. Ah, the point of interest is in the boat. The SS Topsy Turvy. Now, going up is a lot harder than going down. Going up drains the flight meter. Alright, looks like our commander is leaving us. I'm very grateful that we had them. And here is that hero challenge. I will commune with this place of power. And the desert seems unaffected. Sand Dune Caverns. I wonder if it's reachable via this route down here. Because if it is, I'm very good, or very likely to make use of it. Oh, that's a wall. Can't go that way. Me yeeting myself into the map boundary. I do that sometimes. As I never fully mapped the Silver Wastes. Can you believe it? I can. Let's see, is this way a way that I can go? Not quite. Let's see. It's on this level though. So it's in the bottom of the map. Enter the tunnel. It takes me to a waypoint. Got it. Okay. So it takes me roughly to the beginning of the Scrit jump puzzle. Well, I'm not necessarily here for the jump puzzle, but I am here to explore and see if this carries me the way I need to go. It seems to be getting me there in a very long, windy, roundabout way. Well, it's also possible that I spoke too soon. You can get a mastery point for finding all the lost badges. Gotcha. That is a lot of lost badges. And the squad size is cut roughly in half since the end of the event, which is not a surprise. And if I go up, I roughly find my way out of the dark and near the other end of the map border. Huh. And the meta resets. Alright, well, I think that I've seen all that I can see from this. So I'm going to try and make my way back to Camp Resolve and to see what other fun I can get myself into. Whether it's boss trains, squads. I don't think I'm going to end up in a raid. Alright, let's search our looking for group. We do have some friends in the PvP zones, but I don't think I'm matched with them. So I'm going to look for those are homestead parties, weekly jump puzzle squads. Hey, we have a squad for the Club Jormag. Nice. Also, in some good news that I'm going to celebrate, I witnessed our cat drinking water. I think that the big fan we had was probably stressing him out a little bit. Because literally, as soon as I turned off our big fan, he started drinking water. Like a switch flipped, or a light bulb appeared above his head. Like, I need to drink water. So, I don't know how, or why, or what, but it worked and he started drinking again, and I was very happy about it. He's still, we are taking him to the vet tomorrow, though, for basically a checkup, make sure he's okay. He's had a rough couple of weeks here between this week and last week. But he's sunbathing right now, just otherwise chilling out. So he's okay, and I'm okay. That's just the way I'm looking at it. I'm not really sure. Like, the packed longbow looks really cool, and I'm enjoying it. But I don't know that I have one that speaks to me. That I look at it and I'm like, yes, this is my longbow. That's the bow I had before. An antique great bow versus a longbow designed by the Pact, which it says gem store on it, but I got it from a chest in the Silver Wastes. So hooray! Probably. Oh, I have not joined. This is weird. Oh, looks like they're in Metrica province for the fire elemental. Like, no, it was a world boss squad, and now they're in a different zone. Yep, here they are. Preparing for the next world boss. This was actually the very first zone that I encountered in Guild Wars. The very first character I meet was an Asura. Let's see. Are you my squad leader? There's only one tag. So I would, well, no, actually, because they're not in my party. Let's see, we'll leave that squad and we can join them back, but we're going to join this squad. There's no squad message, and it's literally me and like two others. Hit the looking for group again. Central Tyria World Bosses. We'll join that old squad back. Well, it definitely looks like something exploded in here. Oof. I'm glad to know that the bot is working and doing its job monitoring my chat. So shout out to Saribot. No, that wolf totally just burned this poor crew researcher. Well, you can't research if you're dead. Thought that rock drake was gonna come over here. Was that you? You don't look like you're coughing to death. Or maybe that was you. That is rough. Ooh, a guardian. Those are cool. All of the crew researchers are coughing like that. Got it. All these poor creatures being ripped from where they normally live by the magic of the reactor. A pack of MOAs. You know what? You're all on fire. Yeah, we're a long way from that goal. I am determined we will get a hold of the Commander's Compendium at some point. That's probably my next goal. The next thing I'm hoarding gold for. We'll get there. Between fractals and the astral acclaim. Nah. I was thinking of being a smart butt about it, but not quite. The people who know are helping the bot get around. Man, I'm starting to feel bad for these researchers. They're getting sick. Like magical asbestos poisoning over here. They're gonna have mesothelioma. But yep, so far we're just following the spot, making sure that it cleans up the reactor. So far, so good. The clean 5,000. They're doing some really interesting synchronized coughing. But yeah, this is the pre-boss event for this area. I'm not going to spoil how it happens, but this transitions into a boss fight. I'm debating leaving them dead because there's less coughing that way. Is it not nice? No, it's not nice. But it's just how I'm feeling at the moment. Well, I mean, at least I'm not standing around in a reactor. I am an adventuring Sylvari, and oh, what a journey I've had. I see we're all looking pretty dapper over here. Yep, all these players here are gathered for the boss fight. I'm actually about to start making a cup of coffee while this gets ready here. Because I did not have my morning coffee. And the more I sit here in this delightful weather that we're having, with the fresh air blowing in and the cat's all right, and we've got the stream going on, and it's at a slower moment. Sorry about that. I have a penchant for sniffing the coffee bags because I love the smell of coffee grounds. So every time they freshly come out of the package, I give them a little sniff. It's probably a little weird, but I like it. But yeah, an afternoon cup of coffee. The sun is shining. The clouds are around, but no bad rain. I really wonder. Like something just clicked in his head. Because I'm looking over at the cat. Cat sleeping on the windowsill next to the open window on his little mat. He's got a scent mat. But yeah, everything's looking good. This cup of coffee might finish brewing by the time the boss fight spawns. You know what? We've got 2 minutes. Now's probably a good time to use a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right. We've got roughly 20 seconds. I'm going to double check the coffee, see how it's brewing. All right. See, that looks pretty good. No. No. Well, that's how it turns into a boss event. The golem kind of loses containment on its storage battery. I'm catching a lot of fire. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing fire here, Mr. Elemental. You know what? Do we have healing over here? We do have healing over here. I think this will be a good spot for me to stand. Now, the good news is there's no phases with this boss fight. It's basically just don't die and pepper the boss. And if your friend goes down, stranger or not, revive your friend. Oh dear. I think I pressed the run key by accident. I started running into the boss. Slightly awkward. Yeah, our condition damage on the left side of the screen is slowly ticking up. Where the majority of our damage is done through dealing conditions like bleed and fire and torment and poison. So the more conditions we do, the more our damage number goes up. Which for things like quickness and well, that is one way you could do it. You could do it where you attack more often, so you deal more conditions, or you make your conditions last longer, so your conditions deal more damage over time. I chose a hybrid approach, where I've got some condition lasting power and some condition just flat damage. And there we go. There's the boss fight with the broken golem. Smoldering ruins of the golem are still warm to the touch, its wiring crackles with chaotic energy. Poor Asura. Spend all that time creating something just to watch it explode. Ah, okay, so that's part of the Silver Waste. Laughing and Blood Tide. Let's get my event timers pulled up. Yeah, no, the pirate's about to spawn. I think honestly, I'm gonna skip the pirate, go to Lion's Arch, do a little bit of crafting. Meanwhile, in Lion's Arch, alright, so here we are in the Lion's Arch. And I have a whole bunch of extra mithril ore that I'm going to turn into mithril ingots. Crafting area to the armoring station. I'm going to search mithril. And it should come up in refinement. Yep, all the way down at the bottom. We just make 100, as much as we can, mithril ingots. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to go into my inventory and I am going to sell at the trading post. It looks like I have to pull the extras out. I should be able to. Yeah, go here into the material storage. Look for our other mithril ingots. Here they are. And then I'm going to sell a stack of mithril ingots for 2 gold. It's a refined material. Or I'm just going to sell. No, I did sell the stack. Okay, cool. Then we deposit the material or the extra back into the bank, and we're sitting pretty with some extra gold waiting for us at the trading post. Let's see. I'm also going into my general bank tabs here, where I've got some interesting stuff. New coins. I don't think I need these, but they can be saved for next year when Super Adventure Box rolls around again. I still have 2 pieces of garlic bread that I haven't eaten. I'm pretty sure I've been holding on to these for a month and a half. Here we go. I don't think I need these other 8 pieces of sand, so I'm going to just destroy those. We'll get a free machete. This thing will actually give us Heart of Thorns, basically some expansion stuff to harvest materials and whatnot. Let's see. Well, it looks like our squad is empty now. You know what? I'm not a chef. Let's go into the trading post. Nothing in the entirety of the trading post. So it looks like you would probably need to be a chef to give out the tasting platters of foods. Well, I'm not a chef. So what I could do. Hey! Here we are. Well, let's join that squad. And where are they at? They're in Caledon Forest preparing for the worm. That's going to be over here in Caledon Forest, which is actually the Sylvari starting zone. So back, let's see, last May, which actually, this guy I think is preparing for a birthday, if I remember right. This character's almost a year old. I should be able to actually use my guild's Discord to double check that.
go down to my guild's Discord. Down here to buff. It might take a moment to pull it, but it should actually pull the birthdays. Hey, we get the chair with the free noodles. So there I am sitting over here on the left, and I can eat some noodles. Now, unfortunately, this is all just cosmetic, and those noodles do not give me any actual bonuses, but it is a nice little thing, and it can give me an XP boost. We love a good XP boost. And some free noodles. But I don't need the XP, because so basically, uh, the XP plays into these mastery bars, and both of these are full. So all the XP I've gotten from like boss fights and what have you aren't really going to good use. Sure enough. All right. In 7 days, my warrior will have his first birthday. May 15th. Huh. Well, that's nice to know. All the good stuff. Our near tag. Well, quick. They've got ascended food. Oh my goodness. Well, look at all that. Let's see. And I think I'm looking for. Well, they're all decent. They don't seem to be stat specific. Because some of them give like, oh, plus 100 power. Oh, plus what? Yeah, power precision. Let's see. There's the condition damage. So, yep, I'm looking for the flatbread. That's what I was looking for. Looking for the event timer to see if I have. All right, so that goes at 15, so that's 5 minutes. And you know what I should do? I should get an overlay in here. I'm going to add game capture 2, and I want it. I don't think I've quite set it up yet. Yeah, because if I do that, it'll display over game. I would like for it to display in the same. Hmm. So we basically have a to-do list and it shows the local time. There's basically some extra stuff that I can see that you guys can't see. I'll have to see what I can do with that, because I would really like for it to show up on the same screen as the rest of the game. Basically, it gives me my to-do list, which helps me track stuff like when the daily stuff refreshes, and there we go. We got the flatbread. The flatbread bonus, I think, lasts for an hour. But yep. Got just a couple minutes here. And then it also gives me a clock. So like when daily and weekly objectives are refreshed, the to-do list will help me keep track of when those refresh. And then the clock helps me by telling me, oh yeah, this is what time it is where you are. Helps me keep track of, oh, it's almost dinner time, or hey, you need to keep a lookout for this. So it's very good. It's a very nice utility, Blishud. It also gives me a nice little blue circle around my mouse. So that way, when things are very busy on my screen, I can see everything and know where everything is. Do a quick rinse of the hands from removing the coffee bag from the coffee cup. Put a little milk in the coffee cup, which I'm already through the milk this week and it's only Thursday. Suppose I can't be too surprised, but it'll be alright. Sorry about that. Coffee is so good. I'll never turn down a good cup of coffee. But for me, the best cup of coffee is the one I get to have at home. I prefer convenience. I'm sorry, that's a chair. It's a rather impressive chair. Well, that was a chair on top of a solid entity, okay. Every time I go to move. Alright, so here's the pre-work for the Great Jungle Worm event. Make my way around these vines, and I was just a little late. But now that that's done, Here it is. Thinking of stacking on the tag. There we go. Put some more fire down on it. The other thing I do like is that this is auto zoomed. Oh, I got knocked back. The camera has auto zoomed out to show where the boss is. So that way you can just take on the grand scale of how absolutely ridiculously large this jungle worm is. Now, this fight does have phases. Every 25%, these ritual husks will spawn, and they will walk towards the boss. If they touch the boss heals. We definitely don't want the boss to heal. Oh no. Very much the heal. Remember to heal your friends thing. I'm very lucky that even though the boss knocks us back like that, it's still very much in range to throw attacks on. They're just like, yeah, I can hit that, and I can do this, and I can do that. Alright, so this time we have two ritual husks, one in the south and one in the west. Out of range. Yep, okay, so also the husks have defiance bars, and you have to break the defiance bars before you can actually deal damage to them. I'm trying to remember which one of my attacks do. Okay, so I get 100 defiance break on the regular weapon skills, and then 700. Okay, so I can do a total of 800 defiance break on my character. Yeah, because this does not do defiance break. On my power build, my burst skill, the skill up top that is part of the berserk mode, dealt defiance break. So I think my other build actually had more defiance break. Alright, so now there's 4 ritual husks. And apparently 400 is not a lot of defiance break. I'm absolutely getting curb stomped by these enemies right now. I don't want to be. Well, I was also just frankly immobilized. Yeah, this eastern husk is getting pretty close. I don't want it to get close, but I can't stop it. On a very ironic turn of events. Wow, that was close. That was... What? Nah, we killed it though. Alright, oh well. I don't think we have to do that again. I'm really hoping we don't have to do that again. Either way, we'll defeat the boss. Not normally any trouble. That fear effect definitely hurt though. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, okay. So it just means we have to fight a little bit longer. But nothing bad. Well, I'm fighting for top 10 damage for the squad. And it looks like the Reapers are pretty much carrying the majority of this, even with us being in a lower level zone. So good on them. Alright, well that's the Great Worm defeated. Commander says we're heading this way for Mega Destroyer. Or at least somebody in the squad does. You know, I'm gonna click no and press the M key again, see what happens. Oh, there it is. There's our squad lead. There we go. A little bit more coffee. Ah, darn. The waypoint I wanted to hit is contested, which means it puts me at a waypoint relatively nearby to the one that we wanted to go to, and we kind of have to, you know, hoof it the rest of the way there. Although what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly because I didn't work to get this sky scale to walk, you know what I mean? All world bosses, Mega, SP Anomaly, Daily Mystic Coin, After Shatter, Drakkar After. There's a lot of those things that I don't think I know what they mean. I know Tequaddle in Dragonstorm. It does show the weekly though. Maybe SB is funnier, boss? I don't know. You know what? I might ask in the squad what some of those abbreviations mean. Also, call me crazy, but I did not know that you could get a daily mystic coin. Completely unaware. No idea. This is the only place I know that I could regularly get mystic coins from was here in the Wizard's Vault. Oh, I accidentally hid my chat. Awesome. Okay. The Shadow Behemoth. Okay, so they run Shadow Behemoth, then Anomaly. Let me see if that how that coordinates with the event time. Ah, okay. So they skip Spawnier Shaman Chief. And they skip Modnir. Then they do Drakkar after the Fire Elemental, Twaddle and Dragonstorm. Okay. I'm sure that the commander will actually, give waypoints and help us kind of coordinate where we're going. But I'm glad that they've got a set path there. All right. In the meantime, let's see, is there anything that I need to do while we're waiting on the Mega Destroyer to spawn? I don't think so, but the Mega Destroyer spawns in the pre-event spawns in 3 minutes. Is there anything that I want to look at in the Wizard's Vault? Not that there's even remotely anything I can afford. I'm not particularly excited about the boots and what they look like. The gloves, I think, are honestly the prettiest part of that. And then in the Legacy rewards, they've actually got quite a few different skins and sets of things. Quest license, huh? A Falling Star Spear and Meteor Wielder's Glove. It's also a Spider Selection Skin box. I believe I've already acquired these other items here, which is why they're sold out. And the Midnight King season, which is where I got my Warclaw skin. That cape, I don't really like that cape. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, that's where I got my glider and the cat tree chair. Huh. There's an infusion. And then there's the Secrets of the Obscure season, where I ended up. Oh, I ended up picking up an emote. Yeah, so there's a lot of other stuff as well. The legacy rewards. Basically, the things that you missed out on from this season, you can still kind of get a hold of, which are the seasonal items. Let's see, the wizard's about to obtain a Forest Wisp accessory and infusion. Huh. There's also a new chair. That's what the chair looks like. It actually looks like a floating chair, which does seem pretty cool. And then there's the rewards that refresh every season. I think these two don't refresh though. You can always get these. So you can always get 10 gold every week. Which is not bad because I think you get 400-ish astral acclaim for completing the weekly, which you can see the objectives on the top tier here, which I've already done for this week. And I've done the daily for yesterday. Rude. Immune to burning. I sincerely hope that the boss is not immune to burning. Because that'll make my job harder. Because the longbow primarily does burn. Yeah, I think for these ones we swap to our melee. It's probably the one place where fire is kind of meh. So I'll just do bleed instead. And cripple and torment. And more bleed. But yeah, if the boss is immune. Hey, hello. Ooh, which one's the more fun? Let's see. Well, I have not played a lot of Ranger, so I don't know that I could advocate for it properly. I have a friend who plays Ranger as their main class and loves Ranger a lot. Let's see. Ranger, I mean, you get the utilities of the pet, so you've always got a companion that follows you around, which is always great to have help. That can help you. Each pet has different skills, and there's a big list of pets to find around the entire game. So it's kind of like a gotta catch 'em all Pokemon-esque feel to it. Uh, and then there's also, there's traps and there's signets, and the ranger really, has the ability to do a lot of cool different things. Uh, I'm more biased towards the engineer. My first character was an engineer. The little guy made an Asura engineer is my first character. Let's see, the engineer class big talking points are going to be the engineer kits, where they give different 1 through 5 abilities based on which kit you have active. Um, so you can have stuff like a flamethrower, grenades, bombs, elixir gun, all of these different kits doing a plethora of things. Like the flamethrower does a lot of fire damage, the grenade does a lot of power damage. So they do a bunch of things. The engineer, as far as specializations go, I can tell you that the mechanist is very popular. It hits very hard. It also gets access to a companion in the way of like a Jade mech. So you have this mech companion following you around, helping you fight stuff. Whoops. Wasn't trying to fall into the lava. Uh, let's see. The Scrapper does a lot of support stuff and can help that way. And then you've also got. I'm not healing. My skills aren't working. That's weird. Let's see. Then, if I remember right, let's see. You've got the Scrapper, the Mechanist, and. Trying to think of the last class, but for the life of me, I can't think of it. But yeah, even in those specializations, you still get access to the engineer kits, so you can still do all of the things that the engineer already does. You just kind of get, some specific class specialization buffs. Oh, that's weird. My mouse doesn't seem to be working when I try to click on my abilities. So I might actually log after this and log back in. So that's really weird. I've never seen that happen before. But yeah, I'm personally biased towards the engineer, but don't let my biases form your opinion for you. I'd rather you play both and kind of get a feel for each. But thanks for asking a question like that. That's a good question. It's always good. Questions are always good. We're gonna need more people reviving this person. Because they're probably taking like 1600 damage for every bit of uh oh, wow, it won't even let me click on my screen. That's weird. Oh, nope, nope. Yeah, they weren't. All right. So what I'm gonna do? Wow, I can't even. Okay. All right. So we're gonna log out. Oh dear. What about this? Okay. All right. Now the key. It's like my mouse was stuck on some other tab, and I had to press the Windows key to get it to look back at the game. That is strange. Never seen anything like it. But yeah, honestly, I would much rather advocate for, players playing and making their own opinions because it's always very good to try out everything and kind of pick which one you like. Also, something to keep in mind, the PvP in this game. Oh, here is the Mechanist Engineer Companion. This is what the Jade Tech looks like.
The Jade Tech Battle Mech. And you can name this. You can actually name your mech. And then this is one of the Ranger pets, a giant bee. You can also name your Ranger pets too. So yeah, there's a lot of customization there for between the Ranger. It's got a little bit of overlap on that front where you kind of have, the specialization mechanic for the engineer in the mechanist, where actually I can show you real quick. Go back to character select, and I can show you real quick my engineer. In terms of weapons, I believe the ranger gets access to more weapon types because the engineer does not. It gets spear, pistol, dual pistol, pistol shield, and rifle. Additionally, if I go here into training, Hollowsmith, that's the other one I was thinking of. So Scrapper lets you use hammers. Hollowsmith lets you use swords in your main hand. And then Mechanist lets you wield maces in your main hand. So there's not a lot of weapon choices for the engineer. But let me show you some of these kits. So like you can get a healing turret, you can get the med kit, and if you click on it, so every kit is like this. It'll actually turn your 1 through 5 into specialized skills, which let you do other stuff rather than your dedicated weapon. Let's see. So my personal favorite for the engineer is this flamethrower kit. Actually gives me a flamethrower, which I like a lot. But this guy is actually a Condi, a condition damage build. I think I was in the process of putting together. Yeah, he's far from done. I think I've got maybe 1 out of 6 ascended gear for him. Yep. Excuse me. Where he's actually got
superior rune of the Trapper on all of his stuff. Or at least, yeah, no, actually all of his stuff. All right. But yeah, for my engineer, I typically rock spear and then pistol shield. But let's see. No, I actually don't want to soulbind that. Since I have the Weapon Masters training from World versus World, I can actually use the other specialization weapons that I normally wouldn't be able to use. So like my scrapper here can actually use main hand sword and maces, even though that's not something he would be able to traditionally use. Oh, I got kicked. But I'll be fine. I should be able to log back out, but I just wanted to give you that quick little overview. Go back to Queensdale. Always good to have active commanders. Oh, that's awkward. Go wide, looking for group Central Cheerio world bosses. There we go. And now we just have to join in Queensdale for the right instance. Yeah, glad I was able to answer that question and give you that overview. And now here I am, back with the squad. I am not familiar. Oh, that's weird. All right, I might have to leave the squad, actually exit the desktop really quick and just restart my game. That was weird. Okay, so Shadow Behemoth. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what kind of anomaly they're doing. But I'm gonna log back into the game real quick. Windows. Windows will not let me access my taskbar. I might just have to give my computer a restart when we're done. Or right now. But, oh, this is so... I can't access my taskbar. I can't even end my stream. What if I disconnect and reconnect my mouse? Right that way. Get my peripheral to reset. That's a solid no. Alright. I'm gonna have to end it manually. That's so weird. Okay, I will be back as soon as I possibly can. So if the stream cuts off, I'll try to get back soon. But in the meantime, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, so I will be right back. Yep. All right, stream should end in about 45 seconds, and then once we're back, I will make sure to restart properly. So see you guys on the flip side.